Well, good morning. It's only been a very short time. It was 11:44 p.m. last night when I did the video for today, the last day of November, and this is the video for December 1st, and it's 6:44 a.m. So it's only been 7 hours since I did the last video. Anyway, um, hmm. The title for today's video is Exploring What We Thought Was Unknowable. And the blurb goes like this. Okay, I woke up following a dream in which I was in a schoolhouse. I had gone back into my classroom to get my lunchbox, forgetting that I had not brought it that day. As I was leaving, two ladies approached me looking for someone else. We chatted a bit, and I mentioned that I taught an adult class every week. They wanted to know the subject. I said it was about possibility thinking and moving into areas where we had been programmed to believe things were unknowable. I laid there thinking about this and decided to get up and make tomorrow's video now, even though I just did my previous video such a short time ago. I'm taking a chance because the family will be waking up shortly. In fact, I hear footsteps to the bathroom right now. Hopefully they will go back to bed on this rainy morning when no one has to go to work or school. Yes, possibility thinking. Being programmed to believe that there are things that we just can't know. That was the part that I was really thinking about as I laid there before putting my feet to the floor and coming to the computer, or actually going and getting a drink of water first, which is how I know it was raining. Walked past the atrium door, and the screen is a little bit wet, so I pulled the door closed so it doesn't rain inside so much, although it does seem to be a light rain, not a driving rain. Anyway, we have been programmed. I've been programmed to think that there are things that I can't do, things that I can't know, sort of untouchable regions of possibility. And yet I'm realizing in my more vivid moments, not livid. Sometimes I have livid moments. I'm realizing that there is no such thing as impossible. There is no such thing as unknown. Maybe the conscious mind hasn't gone into that area yet to know it, but it doesn't mean it's unknown. It's known to somebody. Everything is known to somebody. Even things that we haven't created yet are known because everything is happening right now. Everything is present right now, and it always has been. That's one of the things that we have to do in adjusting our thinking, what I have to do in adjusting my thinking. Realizing that everything that I need is here right now. And my job, if I choose to accept the mission impossible, which isn't impossible, as I just said, if I choose to accept it, I can find it. I can search for that, and I can find it. All problems are solvable. All questions have answers. Everything is within us to know, to be, to discover, to do, to create with. Everything is right here, inside of you and inside of me. If we will but get out of our own way and change the programming that says you're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed to explore that. You're not allowed to think those thoughts. You're not allowed to do that because it's taboo. We need to start getting beyond our programming, getting beyond the matrix conditioning that has affected us all, and ask the questions, what if? Or the question, what if? What is there? What's actually there? Are we really eternal, infinite beings? Can we explore that possibility? That we've always existed from the beginning of what we call time. We were there. Before that, before Abraham was, I am, as Jesus is quoted as saying. What if we were all there before Abraham was, before anything was? What if we were always present? What if we still are always present and always will be present? What if we could just simply speak words and create whatever condition we want? What if we could break out of the spell that we've been in the matrix and create a new matrix with new spells to make creation happily work for us and not against us? The matrix programming of those that have mastered limitation thinking, that matrix programming is being challenged as it's never been challenged before, as people are thinking outside the box. It's been going on longer than just the current time. Tesla did it over 100 years ago. And other inventors throughout the 20th century were given tremendous insights into healing properties of energy and how to use alchemy to transform and transmute things, and how to create technologies that would give us free energy and instant healing and reprogram actually our DNA. Of course, all of these contraptions that have been invented are part of us. They are our abilities. But we've been told, well, you can't do that. You don't have that ability. And many of us believe it, and we've bought into the lie of limitation. But we have to break free from that lie and all the other lies we've been told. And we have a bright, bright, golden future and an opportunity to transform our lives and the very world that we live in. And we can do it together. And together is the key word. Cooperation is a key word in this whole process. As we not only get out of our own way, but get out of each other's way, so that we can unleash the creativity in each other. And our job, instead of trying to own our ideas and to make money on our ideas, we share our ideas openly, freely, with everybody, because it's not anymore about making money. We're creating a moneyless society. Maybe if it's through a step of creating great abundance for everybody with money temporarily, but ultimately it's a moneyless society where we create whatever we need, and we always meet everyone's need to go on this journey called physicality. And we explore this creative dimension of physical matter, and we bring home spirit with matter, bringing them together again in a divine marriage, the masculine spirit with the feminine matter. And we create beauty everywhere in everything we do. We create things that serve us instead of things that limit us. We remove ourselves from the so-called curse of having to work by the sweat of our brow, as we were programmed to believe from the writings of the Bible, that because we chose the knowledge of good and evil, because we chose the arena of judgment, that therefore we had to labor and suffer to grow and suffer to learn and suffer to exist. Well, that's programming, folks. That's all programming, and we need to let it go. It's time to move beyond it into the realm that we thought was unknowable, into the taboo regions of exploration. And we need to learn how to love ourselves and to love one another. We need to learn how to connect the dots and put the pieces of the puzzle together so that it makes sense. And we can do this, folks. We can do it. We are the ones, as we've always said, as we've often said, we are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones that have been given this beautiful task of bringing together all of the many lifetimes that we've experienced and bringing together all of our talents, gifts, and abilities and creating a world that literally works for everybody, that leaves no one behind. No one that wants to go into this brave new world will be left behind because somebody else decides that they can't get in or they're not worthy. There's no such thing as not worthy. The beautiful thing last night, as I was hearing voices talk when I was doing my video, and I went out when I completed the video to get a drink of water, or I might have even gone out before I did the video. I can't remember if I went out both times. I'm sure I went out. I probably did. I probably went out before I did the video and again after the video to get a drink of water, because I often need to do that, even though my voice is still a little bit scratchy. In any case, there was my daughter and my oldest granddaughter sitting out in the atrium by themselves having a mother-daughter talk and sharing the wisdom. And my daughter was telling my granddaughter that she's not an indigo child, she's a crystal child, and telling her how beautiful she is. And just having this heart-to-heart talk with them, it warmed my heart to see this. And we need to start doing that with each other. We need to start having heart-to-heart talks with our friends and with our lovers, with our family, with those that we can have those heart-to-heart talks. It's really important that we find our family, that we find our tribe, that we find people right now that we can relate to and resonate with. It's really, really important to develop these relationships and these lines of communication where we can build each other up and encourage each other to become all that we were created to be. And of course it's going to be a process. It's going to be an unfolding. Of course it is. That's the way things work in the physical world, and it's designed that way on purpose. It's not instant gratification. It's process. It's process. Everything in physicality we've made it a process. Now, is that part of my own limited thinking that we can't just snap our fingers and create it here right now with no bridges necessary? Maybe it is. Maybe that's one of my limitations that I need to get behind. I don't know. I don't know. I'm exploring. And we should be not afraid, but excited that we're entering into the realm of the unknown and moving beyond what we've known as reality. And we're able to see the possibilities of new realities beyond the one that we have experienced for so long in our physical lives. It's an exciting time, not fearful. We can interpret the same conditions fearfully or excitedly, and it's the same chemicals that are created in the body that produce the fear and the excitement. It's the same chemical, and it's just how we choose to interpret things that determine whether it's going to freeze us in place or whether it's going to expand us, whether we're going to breathe or hold our breath. It's as easy as that. I choose to breathe. I choose to expand. And I choose to embrace myself when I forget to breathe and when I forget to expand. I choose to forgive myself and say, and to even, not just to say, but to laugh at myself and saying, well, you're getting there, but you haven't got it yet. And remind ourselves that we're on a journey that requires one step after another, one day after another. And we're being brought together synchronistically with each other to learn and to teach the things that we need to learn and teach so that each of us can become whole. Each of us can become the man, the woman, the boy, the girl that we were created to be. And ultimately, we will explore those realms of our future selves. Perhaps they are the ET realms, the extraterrestrial realms, where tomorrow has already been created. And all we have to do is connect with that part of our being from the tomorrow realm, the world tomorrow. We connect with that and we communicate with that part of our being, with those entities, if you will, that seem to come from our future, with technologies of cooperation, of getting along, of unlimited thinking. instead of the limited thinking we've been so conditioned by. It's an exciting time. It really is. And I thank you for listening and for giving me once again an opportunity to share with you in this final month of 2013, where we've seen lots of revelations and lots of things come into the light that had beforehand been mostly hidden, and more people have awakened to the realm of what is, which ultimately will create the realm of what can be and will be. Thank you. Namaste.